Hey guys, happy Friday! Time for the Battalion Brief this week. I have some fun stuff, some new titles to show, and I have a book review of, I still haven't figured out how to say this or what to call it, so I'm calling it a grown-up book review rather than an adult book review. And it's not as bad as it sounds. It is for adults, so an adult book that grown-ups would read, not kid books like I normally am reviewing. So, hey Allie, thanks for joining us. Okay, so before I get started today, I have a very serious question for you guys. Hey Jamie. Okay, so my serious question, it's very related to this group and books, okay? The question is, do you guys think I should keep this like swoopy bang thing going on here, or should I get my bangs cut again and do the straight across bangs like I had a few weeks ago? Okay, very important. I need to know. Clearly relevant to this group, but just as I was logging on, I realized, oh my gosh, my bangs have gotten so long that now they swoop completely to the side, and I do not have the across bangs anymore. So tell me what you think. What do you guys think? What do you think looks better for me? I really don't care one way or another, but I tried out the straight bangs for a little while, and now we're kind of back to the swoopy bangs. They're just my go-to. So you guys tell me what you think. Jamie, what do you think? Should I get my bangs cut again and go back to the straight bangs, or do you like the swooped to the side? Very important. I just thought of that. I need to know. So you guys tell me what you think. Yeah, they need to be cut regardless, but they're finally kind of swooping to the side, so I kind of like it, but I really did like the straight across that I had for a few weeks, so I'm too lazy to go get the haircut so often. So with the straight bangs, you gotta get them cut like every 3 weeks. So that's tough for me. So maybe I'll go back and forth whenever I have time to actually get to a hairdresser. Allie likes the swoop too. Okay, well maybe I'll keep them for a little while. We'll see. I'm pretty lazy about haircuts, so anything that makes it easier for me, less going to the hairdresser, is great. So you guys tell me what you think, but I'm going to jump in and give you, so I have our grown-up book review this week. I want to start trying to incorporate these occasionally as I read through my never-ending reading list of personal books. So this week I had Jodi Picoult's Small Great Things. She's one of my favorite authors. You know, I love the generic, like, Nicholas Sparks romance novels and stuff too, but I really like her books because she always picks a topic that's somewhat controversial and really just makes you think with her writing style and the situations that the characters are in throughout the book. So this one, Small Great Things, it's quite a large book. I am not a fast reader. It took me about 5 days reading it pretty consistently. I really couldn't put it down. I was reading 2 and 3 hours a day, just this book. So I really did love it. I felt like I read through it pretty quickly. But it is all about, let's see if there's a little blurb I can read you that gives some info. That's a little long. Okay, so this book is about racism, and the way that she presents racism throughout this book is totally different than any other places I've ever seen it talked about, and I just think it's a really important message, especially in this day and age, to consider, and it just really opened my mind and made me think kind of from a different viewpoint after hearing through these characters, kind of their feelings on it and the way that they approach it. So I just thought it was really eye-opening. Essentially, quick synopsis of the storyline. There is an African-American nurse who ends up caring for a patient whose parents are white supremacists, and so she gets kicked off of the case because she's black. There's no other reason. She's perfectly competent nurse. She has 20 years of education and experience, and the dad just says, you know what, we don't like black people, and so he wants her off the case. Well, then the baby ends up dying, and the nurse kind of gets entangled with this lawsuit and court case and moral, struggle because this baby died because she wasn't allowed to give him care because she was told not to. And so throughout the book, you really learn about both sides of it, from her viewpoint and from the dad's, the white supremacist dad. And you kind of see them both evolve throughout the book. And there's just a lot of points throughout that I thought were really good points that I haven't heard anywhere else. And it just really makes you think. So it was also kind of a feel-good read too. There were points in it when I was like tearing up, about to cry. There were points in it that made me laugh. So I think she's really good as an author at balancing those different emotions throughout the book. And bonus, in this book, an Usborne book is referenced. Everyone Poops is referenced in this book, which was pretty cool. When I got to that, I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I definitely recommend this book. Best book I've read in a long time. So if you're looking for something as a good read, but also something that's going to make you think, it's not like a total feel good or like a romance novel or anything like that, that's just kind of like a on the beach kind of read. I feel like those are usually kind of just whatever. They don't really have much to them, much of a point or a theme or anything like that. This one definitely does. So definitely check this one out. If you haven't read her other books, I would highly recommend this author. I've read almost all of her books since high school, and I really, really love the way that she talks about just big controversial issues in different ways and really breaks them down. So she's also the author that wrote the book that was then made into the movie My Sister's Keeper. So that's probably what everybody is most familiar with her from. So anyway, that book, definitely big recommendation for me, 5 stars. Very important, I think. So now, just before I show some new titles, because I know that's why you guys are here. I know that's why you're watching. You want to see those new titles. So before I show those, really quickly, I just want to mention there's going to be a new customer special debuting tonight at 5 p.m. So it'll switch over. You'll see it on the website. And so the customer special, as always, if you place a $40 order, it'll pop up on your screen and ask you if you want to add a customer special. And I believe there's 5 different options currently, and then it's going to be replaced by 5 other options. So really great deal. Those are usually about 60 to 65% discounted books, which is awesome. So you can add those when you have $40 or more in your cart. Okay. So, new titles. All right, so the first one we have here, this is Happy Puppy. So this one, they're calling these poppets. And so there's this one that's a dog, and there's also Cuddly Kitty. And so they're baby books. They're cloth baby books, and they're really cute. They have a short little story inside, lots of bright colors. They're super soft. They're kind of like a little pillow. But they are puppets, so you can put them on your hand and play with them that way. Just really cute, something different. I thought they were really fun. I love the little puppy. He's so cute. So these would be great for like an Easter basket too, if you need a little something for baby. And they're machine washable, so you can throw them in the wash like if baby spits up on them or has just been chewing on them a lot. And they get dirty. And they come in this cute little package here. So kind of like a little gift box almost, which is really nice. So there's that one. And then we have, I guess I pulled kind of all the baby books today to show. Then we have a bath book. There are 2 bath books, 3 little frogs, and 3 little ducks, I think is the other one. Oh, how much for this one? Allie, the poppets are $13.99. So, pretty good deal there. Okay, so this one, 3 little frogs and 3 little ducks are the 2 bath books. So they're huge, as you can see, like by my head. Giant. And they have these fun little, this one obviously is frogs, so it's going to have the frogs that come out, and they're weighted. So in the bathtub, they'll like bob along in the water, which is really fun. They do have a little story throughout. They're very soft. They could be chewed on. Easy to wipe down to get soap on them or anything. And then there's little pockets throughout too, so you can move your frogs around. Just really cute. Bath books are great, especially in the summer too, for like in the pool. If you have a baby that isn't as much into the water, they don't love bath time or they don't love the pool, this would be a great option kind of to excite them and get their mind off of the water part of it, get them focused on something else so that they're tolerating the water. So there's 2 of those, and they actually come, let's see, they come kind of in a little plastic. I had already taken it out, and they are also $13.99. So they come in a little bag there, 3 little frogs, and they're bob-along babies, I guess is what those are being called. So those are super fun. And then we have another baby book. This one is Baby's Very First Playbook, Body Words. So I'm going to be honest. When I placed this order, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get that one. You know, those books are always very similar, and I just didn't feel like I needed another one. I have quite a few. It's out of the camera's range, but that whole top shelf up there is baby books. So I felt like I already had enough, but I had enough money on my rewards that I was cashing out, so I decided to go ahead and get this one. And I'm so glad I did. It's super, super cute. Way cuter than any of the others, I think. Actually, this one I think is going to be my new go-to for this series. Just because I feel like it's so much more colorful than the others. The cutouts are just better. I don't know how to explain it. I just think it's just nicer than the others in the series that we have. So there's little like cutout things babies can touch and feel, kind of trace around. And there's all kinds of, obviously, body words in here. And then some others, too, just to keep it fun. There's the finger trails for them to trace. As always, it's the board-style pages, so really durable on that. But I just felt like this one was so much more colorful than the others. There's kind of a lot more in it, like as far as the illustrations and the characters and stuff. Just feels like there's more to it than some of the other ones that are a little bit simpler, which makes sense because this is going to be maybe a little bit older than the others in the series age range, because we're working on their words. So where the others would be great for little babies that aren't speaking yet, this one would be great for babies that are learning to speak or already have some vocabulary. And these are $11.99, or this one is $11.99. So that one's a fun one too. And my last one I'm going to show today, sorry, I'm not going to show them all. We don't have enough time for that. I'll show the rest next week. But the last one I want to show is not a baby book. This one is super, super fun. It's called Bug Hotel, and it's a lift the flap book, and it's board style pages. It's very thick. It's pretty heavy, actually. Really durable, but it's all about bugs, and it has these really awesome flaps. So you can see here, this whole page is about bees. Lots of flaps down here talking about the different kinds of bees. There's some bumblebees and wasps. We've got butterflies here. These flaps are all different sizes. There's information up underneath them, pictures, cutouts, the life cycle of a butterfly, beetles. So this would be really good for kiddos that are just interested in bugs or interested in the outdoors. We've got snails here. Lots of little kind of fun facts in here. Spiders. Bugs are not my favorite, so I wasn't really sure about this one, but I just think they did a really good job making it different and making it unique. And it definitely stands out even among our other Lift the Flap books that we have. So then it also talks about making your garden more bug friendly, and it gives some tips on how you can do that so that bugs can make their home in your garden. So I thought that one's really fun. And it kind of does look like a little hotel. So it's the Bug Hotel. And this one is $16.99. So super, super cute. Great for, I would say elementary age, maybe preschool, depending. There's not a ton of text in it, so it really could go either way. I think it's definitely geared for elementary age, but younger kids would definitely enjoy it too. So that's all I have for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed those. I'll show a few more of the new titles next week. I have about 5 or 6 left. I'm going to try to read one of the new chapter books and give a review on that next week too. And if you haven't seen already, the spring party that I'm holding on Monday currently has 3 spots left. So if you want to get on that, let me know. It's a $40 minimum purchase to be entered to win $120 free. Free books. Who doesn't love free books? So especially with these new titles, you could get almost all of them for $120. So anyway, hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week for another Battalion Brief. Bye.